It's so far been a pretty fun year. We're still trying to figure out what we have. Every week seems to be a little bit different depending on what the defense has given us. But we've had great quarterback play out of both our quarterbacks. Been a fun thing to actually have two quarterbacks that are good enough to play, and we play the second quarterback at least the third series of every game. O-line. Let's start over. Yeah.
Well, you can just pick up
Okay.
the O-line if you like.
Well, I want to go back and talk about the core. I
okay.
want to do the quarterbacks part again.
Okay.
So, all right. It's been a fun year so far, trying to figure out where we are and what type of offense we have. Every game seems to be a little bit different depending on what the defense has given us. We have two really good quarterbacks in Hampton Fay and Matthew Epperson who have come in and done a great job, and you almost don't notice a difference when the second quarterback is in the game, and we play him at least a series every game. The offensive line led by James Brockmeyer, and then you got Maddox Epperson, Jack Anderson, G. Max Cruz, and Paul Breedlove are continuing to gel. We're getting good effort and good play out of our wide receivers. Ben Patterson, Tony Lacey, Peyton Kramer, Mitchell Bothwell, and Clark Hillman have all done a great job, and it's been a pretty fun year. So going into this Parish game, we knew that the defense, their whole goal is they play this 4-high umbrella, and they're going to try to keep everything in front of them. So we knew it was going to be difficult to get over the top, which we did have some difficulty. We tried during the game to get over the top, and we found we had most of our success just hitting little dinks and dunks and working up the field, because that's where they were giving us a soft spot here in the edges. So here's the third play of the first drive. We run what we call our 69 spot play. So we are running a corner route from the Y position, Mitchell Bothwell. Peyton Kramer is running what we call the spot route. Now the spot route, you work 5 yards up the field, and then you make an in cut, and you're just looking for the hole. So as this defensive linebacker comes flying out, you may stop before him and look for the ball, or you may carry past him and look for the ball. The running back is running the swing, trying to influence. So you're basically playing a two-man game on this outside linebacker. If he goes out after the running back, you'll hit the Z in the hole. If he kind of hangs to cover the Z, you have the linebacker on the sideline. So we F-jet Jacob Matlock. The linebacker runs to try to cover the swing, and Peyton goes, and now Peyton notices this linebacker's coming hard, so he's actually going to continue, and he catches the ball as the second linebacker overruns him and turns it up the field, and we get a big play on the first drive, about 20-some yards. So here I'm going to start going on to the last drive. So the last drive of the game, we started on the last play of the third quarter, and then we had a drive that lasted about 9 minutes and 34 seconds. They just tied up the game in the third quarter. So when we got the ball, it was tied, and we put together a 19-play drive that lasted 9 minutes and 30 seconds to basically put them in a position with about 2 minutes left to try to end the game to tie it back up. So here's how we did this. As I said, we were looking for a lot of the stuff here short. So the first play, we motion Jacob Matlock out. We get really good blocks here from our receivers, and we're just throwing a little bubble screen. As you see right here, Clark Hillman actually goes after the wrong guy. This is Mitch's guy, but he throws a shoulder into this guy, knocks him down, and carries on to his guy and gets a block. So right off the bat, we got about a 6-yard play, stayed in bounds, and the clock continues to run. Okay, a little further down the field. Once again, they're giving us all this space because they're worried about getting beat over the top. So we put this play in. It's called H move, 41 fast. 41 fast means we're throwing a fast screen to Peyton Kramer at the top. We're motioning Clark Hillman across, and he's going to turn up and block this corner. Mitch will block the most dangerous guy out of those two. And we're just going to turn it up the field and get as many yards as we possibly can. So Clark motions across. We throw the fast screen, get a couple blocks. Peyton actually fumbled the ball, and Clark was in the right spot, and we'll watch a tighter view of this. So here's the motion. Fast screen to Peyton. Peyton takes a hit, and the ball pops out. Clark, Johnny on the spot, gets it, and we get about a 5-yard play. Keep the clock running. All right, so a little further down the field, still rolling along. This is one of our bread and butter plays. This is our Y shallow. The Y, Mitchell Bothwell, is going to run a shallow route right off the heel of the defensive lineman. This is 3rd down and 5. The slot receiver on the other side is going to run a 10-yard dig route. And we should have a post and a skinny post. All right. And once again, these posts aren't really there because they're going to play that high umbrella. So it's really going to be a 2-man game between this dig route and the shallow, depending on how deep these linebackers drop. So they blitz one linebacker. The other linebackers kind of drop, and look at all this space. 3rd down and 5. Easy pitch and catch. Mitchell turns it up the field, and it's an easy conversion of a 1st down. Once again, so now this time, we're looking to convert pretty quickly, so we call our quarterback lead series. So Jacob Matlock is going to act like a fullback and attack this linebacker, and the quarterback's going to catch the snap, get behind him, and run the lead. What we're doing here, though, is since all game we've been motioning, running fast screen, motioning, running fast screen, we threw a motion in just to make them think we're going to fast screen, to kind of move some backers. As you see, the safeties moved around and started bumping out because they thought that fast screen was coming. Get a great push by Jack Anderson and Paul Breedlove and punch it up in there for about 3 yards. Easy 4th down conversion. Here's a tighter look at the same play. See, and we catch them with that motion. Now they're all pointing, trying to figure out what they're going to do. We're able to get some good blocks. I'm sorry, that was T. Love as the fullback. And we get an easy 1st down. Now this is a couple plays later. It's actually 3rd and 12. So we kind of had this play in our back pocket the whole game. This is what we do. It's 10 draw or 63 double. So the quarterback is reading numbers. He's looking at the numbers in the box. He's looking at the numbers outside. So on the outside, we have go, speed out, go. So he has that pass availability. The O-line's blocking draw. So he also has this, depending on where the numbers are and where the open spaces are in the field. So he liked the box. So they're showing 3-man box, 3 down linemen, 1 linebacker. They blitz the linebacker. And as soon as those guys drop for coverage and they blitz that linebacker, Jack Anderson gets a great block picking up that linebacker, the right guard, right here. Seals that linebacker inside. Paul Breedlove gets a good block. What he did is he basically tricked them by using really bad technique. And this is what we tell them to do is trick them, make them think they can beat you outside and just wash them up the field. So he steps inside, and the first thing he does is turn the shoulders. And in good pass pro, you never want to turn your shoulders. But on this draw play, we said turn your shoulders, make him think he can beat you around, and as soon as he gets by you, start blocking him up the field. And all of a sudden, that giant lane opens up, and Hampton takes off on the draw on 3rd and 12. And we are able to convert. So here we are, 4th and inches on the 6-inch line. We get down low. We're running quarterback lead again. This time we brought in a second blocker. We knew they were going to pinch, so we're trying to go either give them the opportunity to go B-gap or bounce it. We end up getting a great block here by Paul Breedlove and Mitchell Bothwell. T comes through, and the quarterback just lowers his shoulder and fires through into the end zone. and that puts us up 24-17, and now puts a lot of pressure on their offense with 2 minutes left to go down the field and try to tie the game.